What's up, guys? We got deck profile from you guys know this guy from the Lookout, Dimitri in the flesh, coming down to SoCal from where are you from exactly?
I'm from Denmark.
Denmark, yeah. So he's all the way from Denmark. Here in the flesh, deciding to do a deck profile that he just take to the event. What did you play, by the way?
I played Trunks Mine.
All right.
Yeah.
How do you feel right now?
What?
How do you feel?
I'm feeling great.
Yeah.
It's a long event. Yeah, and I love it here.
Yeah.
Just mingling with the community, playing a couple of games. It's awesome.
Yeah, you're well loved around here. So yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go into the deck profile.
Okay, so leader Trunks Mine. I did talk about this a bit earlier on the channel. So basically the idea is to build a better Go Bros. Activate main, once per turn you discard a Saiyan or an Earthling and then you play one mine from the deck. Awaken 4 less, or when you have 3 or more tokens, you draw one, you restand one, you go to 6.
Okay.
There's a big thing when I'm choosing it over Go Bros, because I can get my setup done on the awakening turn. And on the other side, permanent, your tokens gain barrier as long as you have a Saiyan. And also when you attack, you get to play a Mai from the draw. That's a bit of a minus because you have to attack.
Yeah.
And then the other one never comes. If there are 10 battle cards, it gets plus 10k.
Okay.
The deck was built to fight U7. So
Okay.
it's very hand destruction heavy. So
What were your matchups throughout the whole day? Do you remember?
matchups were
And your wins and losses?
U7 Red Goku was my first matchup.
Okay.
Then that one I just bricked entirely.
Rough.
Then it was U7. That one was relatively easy for this deck. Future Gohan, which I also lost because I'm playing Hand Destruction and he's drawing 5 cards a turn. There's not much I can do.
Yeah.
Pen Reboot, which I won against.
Okay.
And my last game was against Android 21. And you can imagine how it went with a deck that creates tokens.
Yes, of course. Yeah, it's not going to be so good for you.
So
Okay.
let's dive into the engine. We are, of course, we're running 4 copies of the Healing Pod.
Yes.
When you play a green card from the drop, you just draw one.
Yeah.
That's what you do with your leader, and you have the only cards from the archetype except the Boss Master are Mai's. This one draws one when you play her, so usually this is the one that you want to get. You swing, you play her, trigger, draw, that's 2 cards.
Draw.
This one, it's a tutor. It's mostly useless in the deck. It gets you a Mai, which is cool. It gets your Reddits, which we're also running. I'll show it a bit later.
And super combo.
The super combo, it also gets the super combo.
It's kind of big, yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, most of the time you want this one. If you're really in clutch, you go with this one instead.
Okay.
Activate main, both of them have you tap, you create an Earthling token. You need 3.
Yeah.
So what you do most of the time, turn 1, mulligan, play my tap, create 1, then active main, discard something, play a different Mai.
Yeah, you have 2 already.
Yeah. And then you just, you don't need to pay the energy for the last one, you just active main. So the big idea is that you have free energy to play with on turn 2. First play is the Healing Pod. The second play, the best card in the format in green.
Woo!
4 copies of Bardock.
Bardock.
Best card in the format in green. What it does is, auto, when your opponent combos, you get to knock out a card from their combo area.
Okay.
And then you negate it for the turn, the skill.
Okay.
You can do this on your turn, you can do this on their turn. This is the big thing. Everything wants to charge Z energy. If you play against U7, it's dead when you establish this. I've beaten Pen with it. Pen didn't have free Z energy until like turn 5. Just takes away everything. U7 crumbles if they can't do this.
Yeah.
The +1 is you KO a green 1-drop. So basically, you swing, you get my back, trigger, draw, auto draw. You create a token and then +1 kill her, your opponent discards.
Wow, that's really good.
That's what you're doing. -3 never came into play.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. They will commit everything to kill this guy. Everything.
That's good.
If you think that your opponent's gonna black smoke you, it's just 2 energy.
Yeah.
So they waste their turn, 2 energy on a relatively useless card, you commit your key card for 2.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah. Then we go into the engine. 4 copies of red, it's pulling ahead.
Okay.
Now, people are, I don't know why people are still sleeping on this one. Basically, when you deal damage, your opponent warps 1 from hand and 1 from field. It's like critical, but they still grab a life.
Yeah.
You play him for 1 energy.
Okay.
So if your opponent has 2 or more. So basically, because he's at 20k, he's the only non-late game card that you can use to swing at your opponent. Because most of the leaders are 15.
Yeah.
So you put him down, swing 20 into 15. If they combo, you take the card away. So now they need to commit at least 2 more cards. They're not doing it. They're taking the damage. You walk 1 from the field, you walk 1 from hand. Card is absolutely insane.
So they're most likely going to take the damage from that.
Yeah, they have to take the damage.
Yeah.
And because Bardock eats a combo, it's horrible.
Okay.
Then we are moving on to more big cards. 4 copies of Solidarity. We all know it.
Yeah.
I would more often swing into unisons with this or other cards. You don't swing face unless you ripped cards from the hand. If you swing into a unison, let's say baby unison is prevalent now. This swing is not surviving if baby unison is out. But you swing, you take 2 and you rip 1 from hand.
Yeah.
So
really good.
yeah, it's good board control as well. Then we have 2 copies of this guy. Gobros. This one I would replace. He's cool for fighting unisons like baby. He can discard a card when the Saiyan deals damage. That's the big thing, because if you get him and red is going, or this guy going, then you're just ripping more and more from him.
Hand destruction.
It's not that good. Honestly, if...
What'd you replace it with in the future? Another...
If I'm going heavy, and this might be controversial, I like the Kaioken, the Furious, because it's just like 15 rip from hand.
And 1 energy.
For 1 energy.
Yeah.
And we're in a meta where we don't have as many 20k base lights. If you still swing 15k, Bardock is still gonna rip 1, and you're swinging crit. So I wasn't too happy with this one. But so far, because of the SCR that I'm running, that's why I would keep it.
Okay, cool.
Now the big thing that people forget about, 3 copies of Trunks. This is the last card from the engine. When he swings, he KOs Barrier, ignoring Indestructible. He enters play for 2 energy, and then if the rest has a big amount of tokens, basically he gets triple strike plus 5k. And when you combine him with the Z extra, it costs 6 tokens to rest in total. When he swings, his attack can be countered.
Yeah, really
It's
good.
guaranteed damage most of the time. And he also cheapens the Z extra when you play him.
Yeah.
Like it's an insane finisher.
It is.
Your opponent, because you're playing Hand Destruction, usually doesn't have a hand, and you're just like, okay, I go.
Yeah.
They never kill your tokens. They rarely do that.
Okay.
Cards that I sided out 90% of the time, 2 coolers. They're cool, they're strong, but with like this amount of firepower, I was like, I don't need them.
Yeah, you don't need them. Okay.
I don't need them. Yeah.
Is that all the main deck?
What?
Is that all of it?
All of them.
Is that all of your main deck?
No.
Oh, you have more. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll just play through.
It's black as well, yeah.
At the same time, yeah. These 2 guys,
Yeah.
permanent. If you have a Saiyan, tokens get barrier. Can trip 1 costly barrier. Barrier of life. Then we have King Cold. Doesn't protect your unison, but at some point they will kill your Bardock, and it won't make sense to establish a new one. So just go King Cold for 1 energy most of the time.
It stops the leader attack, right?
Stops the leader attacks unless they discard. They're not gonna discard.
Yeah.
2 copies of Cooler. I run 2 more in the side. For U7, the easiest way for them to beat you is with a burn, and then you just select no. Goes to the drop immediately.
Alright, so after the watch party,
Then we have one charismatic. Yeah. Killed green.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is only at one, so can't do much.
4 copies of Paragus. It's 2 turbo. Best green combo in the game. Secret ID. Secret ID.
Yeah.
Came clutch versus Pen because you just take away her free drops. My opponent had 2 of them established as secret ID is gone.
Okay.
Yeah. And then for negates 4 dormants.
Yep. Because you play Unisons.
Because I play Unisons, yeah. And Bardock helps lessen the blow, so
Yeah.
you can go uneasy. You can go. For Earth coming up, 4 copies. Full on HD.
Ripping hands.
I attack into leaders as less as possible.
Yeah.
Just discard, and when he swings or you swing, I pay 1 for TK, you discard 1 from me.
Yeah, and you get to choose, which is nice.
Yeah. 1 copy of Homicidal, never really mattered. Helps to get down to 4 to awaken if they're killing the tokens. Celzino.
Alright, the boss monster.
So, this is the deal. That's why I'm still keeping these guys. Because these guys and 4 of Reddits basically also help me get into it.
Okay.
So you do this guy, you do Reddit, swing, trigger effects, and then you just do Celzino.
Makes sense. On turn 5, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
Side deck?
side deck, 1 Mai never came up.
Or extra, sorry.
Yeah,
Z-deck.
Z-deck just in case, but if I need an extra token never came up. 2 of these guys, extra discard. Maybe I would take 1 out.
So more of that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Broly's are fucking
So good.
amazing.
Yeah.
Broly is fucking insane. Combined with gigantic meteor of destruction.
Woo!
You don't want to swing in your opponent, but you want to swing in their battle cards.
Yes.
KO something, he's 50k ripped off from hand.
Yep.
Insane. And yeah,
Yeah,
this.
okay, cool.
The side
Side deck,
is very simple. It's not even sleeved anymore. Let me see.
Go to all these other events.
Yeah, 2 extra coolers for U7. 2 boosts for random Ehi, random Jiren who wants to keep restanding. Shit like that. If it ever comes up. Yamchas for blue. You got to play the cunning for blue. I played 2 big Amors, never came up.
Really? Okay.
I like to build it super fast. 1 focused just in case someone wants to be cheeky with floodgates. 1 King Cold if it's a deck that wants to go wide and just swing at the leader, just like now.
Okay.
2 extra Vegetas if it's like 10 or something that's heavy minus, clear your board. 2 extra Vegetas don't cost me anything, pay 1 draw.
Barrier 2.
Worst case, I can just get rid of him with Bardock. 4 Jiren and other cheeky stuff, 2 blowing pulses.
Oh.
Wipes the field.
Okay.
Just like, yeah, you play, okay, tip to go. And the last one, came in clutch,
drum roll.
American Koitsukai.
American Koitsukai.
You can't come to America without playing the Koitsukai.
Is that an American thing that EU people don't play Koitsukai?
No. This is the bot 1 draw 2.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Koitsukai.
Cheater series.
Cheater series, yes.
Speaking of cheaters, there was a lot of them that showed up today.
Well, you know. It happens. They show up, but hey, when they play against legitimate players, it doesn't go that way.
It doesn't go that way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you for the deck profile, Dimitri. You had a pleasant experience in California, and I hope you continue to have a pleasant experience in California.
Yeah, thank you.
Safe travels back to Denmark.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'll see
See ya.
you guys in the next one.